Hey everyone, it's Daniela and today's VEDA Day 19. I'm going to do this video quickly and then I'm going to try and go to bed early. Still kind of tired. Today was an okay day, not too bad. And my boyfriend came over for dinner and we hung out for a little bit, but he left a little bit early so I could go to bed at a decent time. I'm just so exhausted that this afternoon I even started to get a bit of a headache from not having enough sleep. But when my boyfriend came today, he said yesterday when he went to Barnes & Noble, he saw something that he thought of me, and he got me this little TARDIS, and it's so cute, and it lights up. Look, the light comes on, and it just makes me happy. I really love Doctor Who, and I haven't had a chance to watch the new season, but at some point I will. Well, I guess since I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about, I guess I'll just talk about Doctor Who. I didn't even watch the Christmas special this year, but I remember first hearing about it and it sounded interesting, and I thought the character's name was just Doctor Who. And I read about it on Wikipedia and I realized, oh, this show premiered in 1963. Interesting concept because I love science fiction and it involves somebody who travels not just through time but through space as well. How could I not love that? And I remember not getting into it right away because I didn't know if I should start with the new series or the 1963 series. And I eventually jumped in with the new series when it was back on Netflix. And I think I started watching them 2013 maybe, right after grad school. And the Ninth Doctor was the first Doctor I started with, played by Christopher Eccleston. And some people aren't big fans of him, but I personally ended up really loving his Doctor. And a lot of times I'll feel like David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, is like my favorite Doctor, but I really like the Ninth Doctor as well. He just had a short run. And some of his episodes were definitely very cheesy, and it could take a little while to... I didn't always feel super motivated to push through them, but I really loved his season. I love the interaction between him and the characters. I was very emotional when he regenerated, and that was an interesting experience for me because that was my first experience seeing a Doctor regenerate. And I've seen all of like the new seasons, all of the new series. I haven't watched the most recent episodes with this brand new season, but one thing I love about Doctor Who is I love all the different actors, how like they bring something a little different to him, and I love like different things about all the different characters. I loved a lot of the 10th Doctor's run, and the different characters. And at some point when they were still on Netflix, I would try and go back and watch some of the classic serials that they had up on there. And so those were fun to watch. And that's something else that's interesting, seeing how the show has progressed from like just even from different Doctors' eras, and just how like the nature of the show changed a little bit as well in the background of the Doctor. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it was fun just watching the cranky old man when he was like back in the first Doctor in the 1960s. I really love the third Doctor, played by Jon Pertwee. I don't know, he's just kind of a fun Doctor, and he was the first Doctor in color. Who else? I've seen a couple of Tom Baker's episodes, the fourth Doctor with a really long scarf, and I like him a lot. But then I didn't watch a lot more of the classic serials on Netflix, and they weren't all in order. It was just like a few stories here and there. And then Netflix took off all of Doctor Who last year because, I don't know, BBC might be trying to do something. Luckily, they are on Amazon Prime, which my dad has, so I could watch them there. I haven't in a little while. But that's one of those shows that, even if I go a while without watching it, when I do watch old episodes or newer ones, there's just something that I just really enjoy about it, and just the idea of being able to just travel around. Maybe I'll do a more specific video where I intend to talk about Doctor Who. But now it is 9:14 and I'm going to go to bed because I deserve it and I'm tired. So good night, rest well. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.